What if I told you that sharing relevant content on LinkedIn probably won't get customers actually talking with you about what you're selling? Unfortunately, it's true. Hi, I'm Jeff Molander, and in the next 15 minutes, don't despair, I'm going to share with you information that you've probably not heard before. Because frankly, I'm not going to waste your time preaching what I think will work for you. Instead, I'm just going to show you how I'm using LinkedIn to build my business. I'm going to show you an effective approach to generating sales leads. And by the way, I learned this the hard way, I admit it, on my own, and also from others who figured it out on their own too. Okay, I'm not afraid to tell you that I failed on LinkedIn, and for longer than I care to actually admit. And now here's why I failed. I was doing what most sellers are doing on LinkedIn, with profiles, groups, and email messaging. I actually believed that sharing relevant content on LinkedIn would create sales leads for me. But it didn't. Because the fact is this, being seen as a trusted expert by your customers is the goal. It's the reward. It's not the strategy. It's the outcome of a successful strategy. Okay, so what is the strategy? Well, at the highest level, there are two components: problem solving and direct response copywriting. Now, before I get into the details, let's just take a moment and agree on the goal. Okay? When using LinkedIn to find new customers, whether you're using your profile, email messages, or discussion groups, you need to attract customers, get them to engage with you, and the part that most sellers are really struggling with, get potential customers to respond to you. Getting customers to engage or accept your connection request is really nice, but you need to get them talking with you in a way that gets them to desire something from you. So let's say you're getting customers to chat you up in a LinkedIn group. That's great, but having them reach out to you privately and ask for a chat about what it is that you're selling, oh yeah, that's what I like. And that kind of success takes more than sharing relevant content. Okay? It takes a combination of sharing knowledge that A, solves a problem, and B, causes customers to react, to want more from you. To say, hey, I never thought about it that way before. How can I get more advice like that? Or you want them to kind of wonder, what else does this person maybe be able to help me with? And the key word here is do. Because once you've tapped into their fear, their ambition, or their goal, you're able to help the prospect kind of navigate toward what it is that you're selling by acting on that reaction that you just created. That's the copywriting part. Okay, I know some of you are wondering, what the heck is social selling, Jeff? Well, can I be really frank with you? It's nothing that terribly new. Please don't let all the hype around social selling trick you into feeling like this is technically complicated or that it's going to be dangerous for you. It's not. Successful prospecting with LinkedIn is all about one thing: getting response from those qualified buyers. Will you agree with me that engagement is not the goal? Yes or yes? Now, I know that marketers say that it is the goal, but it's not. Engagement is actually an opportunity to create response. If it's not, well, you're just wasting your time. Now, as you may know, I'm a social selling trainer. Now, I know it sounds sexy, but what I teach, what I'm about to show you right now, isn't very sexy at all, but it works. It creates leads for my business and for my clients. Because as a small business owner myself, I know what gets you paid. It's what gets me paid. It's not engagement. It's not your image. It's not your personal brand. Your boss measures you based on leads. So let's keep it really practical. Attention, engagement, and a simple, repeatable way to get that response. Okay, here is the secret sauce that no longer is going to be a secret for you. Okay? The fastest way to get customers to respond to you on any social platform is getting them intensely curious about you. Here's what I mean. By piquing customers' interest in what you have to say, by enticing them to reach out and ask the questions that you want them to ask you, you can lead a discussion toward what you're selling. I know you're going, wow, that sounds simple. Well, that's the beauty of it. Success principle number 1 involves getting back to basics, solving customers' problems. Now, here's what I mean. Forget everything that you've been told about social media, like how you should be using it to tell stories about your business or humanize yourself. And if you're not using LinkedIn much yet, don't sweat it. Just realize this. Prospects don't care that much about your story or your corporate culture or anything about you. They're very selfish. They're just like all of us. What they care about most is overcoming the challenges that they face, or avoiding the risks that they need to take, or finding a really cool shortcut to achieving their goal faster. This is where to start on LinkedIn. Is there a best day or time to post discussions and comments? Yeah, but don't worry about that yet. First things first, focus on what matters to your customers first. Okay, success principle number 2 is designing for response. Late night infomercial producers and direct response marketers know finding a viable buyer doesn't just happen by getting known or getting buyers' attention. Generating leads that convert faster is all about a system that efficiently generates more response for you. Today, being a top social seller means one thing: getting responded to more often. And here's how you do it. Everything that you kind of put out there on social media, the marketing material and the messages, must be structured to produce that response in your prospect. Everything you do and say must be designed to generate the sense of curiosity in what you are talking about. It's as easy as knowing and using kind of these trigger words that provoke a response in customers, a response that gives them kind of some temporary satisfaction and gives you a lead. And that's why I'm here today, to help you write, to help you kind of piece together your LinkedIn profile or rewrite it to communicate in ways that produce curiosity in you. You know, we just can't argue with customers and how they are using LinkedIn. They are using it to meet people who can help improve their success rates. And yes, for free. The harsh truth is, your prospect probably does not understand what you sell, or feel like they can afford what you sell, or want to value your product or service, or believe you that what you sell will do what you claim. So here's how to use LinkedIn to overcome these objections. Make sure that your profile contains these kind of gateways to tips, tricks, and advice that helps customers to take action, to start improving their success at something that's really important to them. It's easy. Just focus on getting customers curious in your ability to problem solve or help them achieve a goal. I'm talking about placing videos and placing links on your LinkedIn profile in ways that signal to customers, hey, I can remedy that pain, or I can teach you a new skill, or I can steer you clear of a risk that you're taking right now, Mr. Client, that you don't even know you're taking. I can do something meaningful for you. I can solve your problems. Now, it really kind of sounds overly simple, really basic. And you know what? It is. And it's deadly effective. It really works. So think in terms of, again, getting back to basics. So to get started, I want you to ask yourself some questions. Like, what pressing problem can I solve for my customer? Or what pain do I remove? Or maybe what pleasure can I help create? Or what freedom does our service permit? Or maybe what valuable connection does our product allow? Think about the answers to these kind of questions. This is where to start with LinkedIn. The rest is devising a way to make a provocative statement in a way that encourages more questions, in a way that could lead toward exploration of what you sell. Quick example, my goal in this speech is to get you curious about me. You see, if I show you enough detail about a simple way to change your success rate with LinkedIn, your self-confidence will dramatically improve. You might even start to trust me a little bit and crave more of my advice so that you can get more self-confidence. You see, convincing you to like me or think I'm a thought leader or to follow me or share my blog post isn't really worth that much to me. I can't really do anything with that. Instead, I want you to get curious about how exactly I can help you. Curious enough to tell me who you are, to start a dialogue with me about your pain or your goal. So do you see why you need to get customers curious on LinkedIn? Great, because everything I just explained works on any social media platform.
Okay, next, I'd like you to join me for a free LinkedIn clinic. Now, this will be live, online, and very specific. I'm visually going to diagnose failing approaches to LinkedIn. So, for example, let's say your profile is not creating the response from buyers that you want. Or maybe you're sending messages to prospects on LinkedIn and not getting them talking with you about what you're selling. Or maybe you're struggling in LinkedIn groups, trying to get buyers to pay attention and contact you or download an ebook that you have for them. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix those kinds of problems. Live, online, and featuring sales reps and business owners just like you. Now, this clinic is not about embarrassing anybody or talking down to you. I'm just going to share my screen with you and go to work. Improve the way that folks are using LinkedIn so that you can see exactly how to spark that curiosity and how to provoke customers into responding and contacting you or setting an appointment with you. Okay? Plus, when you sign up for the live clinic, I will also send you a copy of my new ebook, The Definitive Guide to LinkedIn Prospecting. And by the way, if you missed this live clinic for some reason, I will send you a link to the video recording. No problem, okay? So be sure to share your best email address with me because I want to make sure you get this information, okay? See you soon and all the best to you.